are literally taking ourselves down the hatch. We've taken ourselves into that Nautilus submarine by Captain Nemo that's in charge of it. And you're watching your step around the Kraken that I'm currently trotting on right now, but it's not going to cause any harm, not to my knowledge anyway. But you get some of those fun nautical details as you're looking around some of the back things here. You've got like little things like a sextant that you can see hidden over there, some of the heads. Over here, just as you have made your way in, and you can check this out as you exit as well, we've got our very lovely helmet, which I'm not joking, I think this just randomly appeared a couple of weeks ago. So it's nice and fun that you get to see that. But also with our periscope right here. So unfortunately the amount of times we try to look through it, there's nothing that we're going to see out of it, unfortunately. But things you can see, down at the bottom, it will say maintenance crew, which at the very bottom, it's got a few names on the bottom, which are actually names of Imagineers that created this venue, which is very cool, I know. But also, as we're looking around us again, so we've got our lovely water scenery that is right above us. Sometimes you might see a fish or a shark that might appear from time to time. Some of you might be looking at it and thinking, this actually looks a bit familiar. Now, who has seen the show The Seas with Nemo and Friends at Epcot? A few of you have seen it? Yes, so not joking, this is actually the replicated footage that they used. They donated us a few gallons and they brought them here to bring this venue to life more as well. And like I did say, this is our sports venue we have on board. So with that, you can have some fun little pub food. So whether it's German pretzel, bangers and mash, fish and chips, maybe some mini pretzels and buffalo wings. I say this as if I've eaten and read the menu many, many times. But, oh, there's a fish, there we go. But it's also cool, you get to enjoy just to relax, maybe some of the, I think the NFL has been on lately, so you get to experience and enjoy that. But some final details, it has been popping up on screens at this moment in time, but this actual thing is at the very back of the bar over there. So we've got a little dial that is behind there, which is behind that 16 bar tab that you see. But there are some numbers, those big numbers, there's like 7 big numbers that are scattered around. So, does anyone know the meaning of the number 718? I'm taking your word for that one. But also, it is the official, and you can see on top of this Periscope logo right now, 718 is the official keel coin number for the Disney Treasure. So it's what the number was before it got its official name. But to make it even more amazing, and this is one of my favorite hidden details, all of them are numbers of every ship, Disney ship's keel coin number. It's got even the Destinies on there, which is 706, 705 for the Wish, and it goes backwards in order of until the Disney Magic, the very beginning. Now, we're all familiar with hidden Mickeys, right? This goes on to my favourite new fun thing, that is hidden keel coin numbers on this ship. I'm not joking, there is a lot of places around the ship, probably places I've not even found yet, where there are hidden numbers, especially 718. So there is one outside that Periscope logo, you'll see it as we exit, which has appeared on the screen as well. There's one in Skipper Society. There is a few others. There's even one on the Aquamouse. Has anyone been on the Aquamouse?
Yeah.
Been more than once?
Well, if you count getting evacuated off of it, yes.
That's a story for another day. But just before you go through the tunnel, there's a radio that's on the right-hand side, and it actually has the Wish, the Treasure, and the Destiny's keel coin numbers on there as well. So if you ever go on it again, which I hope you all do and not get evacuated, but look out for that radio because that is a fun one. There's also a 718 outside Marceline Market on one of the sides as well. Now, we're about to start heading over to the stairs. Make our way down those steps. If you have got hay fever, because I'm tight, I'd maybe not recommend it, but smell it as you make your way down because it's used by real preserved moss, is this one we're about to see. So what we're going to do, we're going to head on out. We're going to go down onto deck 4 and we're just going to meet by the staircase there. So follow me. So here we're currently in the forward. And good ways of knowing it, every staircase in the forward will always be the same colour. So you've got your oranges, your reds scattered around, but one little thing you will notice in the forward, you'll notice there's the Cave of Wonders that is in between the elevators right here. And then we've got our little scarab that is right here. So just focusing on the scarab right now. So in the forward, so between decks 2 to 7 is all themed around Aladdin on the staircases. So you'll see our scarab right here. If you're on a further up deck, so whether it is Encanto, you'll see a butterfly. Got Nemo for Finding Nemo. Also the sign that Rafiki makes to Simba in The Lion King higher up as well. So that will always be the same in the forward and the aft, because I do remember on The Wish they did like different symbols in the forward and the back, but they wanted to keep it plain and simple here on the treasure. Because when you're in the forward, just think right now, we're near all our theatres that are going on around here. You see your reds, you think you're ready for showtime. Thank you, I'm very, very proud of that one. I'll wait for the applause at the very end. Thank you so much. But also, when we go to the back of the ship, the colours are a little bit different as you go to the staircase. It's all themed around your blues you see around. So you go into the back of the ship, you're just simply going back to blue. Nice little simple trend there for you. But in the aft elevators, as we'll see very soon, you will notice instead of the Cave of Wonders, it will be the Palace of Agrabah that is imprinted in the middle there as well. Now focusing on our theatres, we've got scattered around us. So we've got the Wonderland Cinema, we've got our Neverland Cinema here, and focusing on them, you get a range of different movies that you get. So this one's a very fun one. I will always remember when this artwork got brought on board the treasure, because like I said, a lot of things were being adapted very quickly by Imagineers whilst we were on board. We were rehearsing our shows to get everything ready for the transatlantic crossing. But I remember when this one just generally just got planted here when passing by. So with this, it's just a very simple pinning technique. With this one, they called it Under the Sea Treasures. You've got Luca and Alberto here, they're swimming in their sea monster form. If you look very carefully, instead of looking at normal treasures, there's some Disney treasures that are scattered around. Yeah, so to name a few examples, you might see things themed around 20,000 Leagues. You've got Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Mulan, Hercules. They're just to name a few examples. There are a few more around as well. But my favourite thing that you find hidden here, going to your kill coin bingo here, we've got another 718 kill coin right here. So it shows an example of what it looks like, because you can purchase the kill coin on board in a Mickey's Main Sale on deck 5, but also on deck 3 in Treasures Untold is another place where you can purchase. But elsewhere around the ship there is a, but we will pass by there when we get to that at some point, as I want to show you that as well. But unfortunately this is one that we cannot purchase, I know. Might be a bit too complex for it, but what we're coming up with Scat Cat Lounge, we have taken ourselves to a bohemian atmosphere. You get to enjoy all the musical keys that are being played. We have a few musicians, so we've got Laurie and Skylar. Sometimes they may come in and they'll do a little something. In here, play a few keys. They're the keys, as I like to call them. But you've got those piano key colours as you are heading your way to the piano. Just before you came in and as you exit, you will notice that there's some of the Scat Cat gang that are on the walls, just as you make your way in and out. And looking around, you've got some of the piano keys on some of the carpet as well. But looking around the portholes, you will also notice there are familiar cat friends that scattered around. I know it's properly closed, you can see it properly as well. But whilst we're chilling in here, because it's probably going to be quieter in here than it is in Skipper Society and a Haunted Mansion, so I'll talk about there a little bit whilst we're here. So with Skipper Society, you are taking yourself over to the attraction of Jungle Cruise. Do we have any Jungle Cruise fans? Yes. We've got a few of them now. You are literally taking yourselves in for multiple of different reasons. So there could be a trivia going on, a craft, a learn to draw, or maybe even our musicians, the doublooners, they may even do a little set in there as well. But then if you just want to relax, have a jungle juice or whatever the actual alcoholic versions of it are. Or also the waffles, you can enjoy a lovely waffle there as well. They're really delicious with different sauces on there. Above the lighting behind the back of the bar, there's actually lights there representing skipper hats, which you'll notice as we pass on by as well. But focusing on Jungle Cruise as well, did anyone see the Jungle Cruise experience that was in the Grand Hall a few days ago? Did anyone see it?
Is that with the coriander and sage?
Yes, correct.
No.
But there's another opportunity to watch it. It's tonight at 10:15. It's gonna happen again. You might even see me on Skipper Lily's side over here. So that is something very fun to experience. If you actually want to be in the boat, you use your imaginations a little bit, but it's a really fun atmosphere and it's a nice one. Later in the evening, more adults get involved. Some of the kids do get involved too. So that's at 10:15 tonight, and it gives you that opportunity to see the Kiss Goodnight at 10 o'clock as well. But now focusing on the Haunted Mansion parlour. So with that, you are taking yourselves inside to find those grim grinning ghosts that are hiding around. You might sometimes see many magical illusion things that are happening in there. So whether it is objects moving, it could be artwork changing, or it just could be friends and ghosts that are wanting to come and say hi. But it's really fun because you get to experience everything that's going on in there. It takes roughly just over an hour if you want to experience everything that is going on in there. You enjoy it that much, like I said, you want to go back and you are literally dying to come back. It's a great time. So, example movie of saying that it works. I do have this piece of art. I have the one on the Disney Wish as well. It is a cross section of the Disney Treasure, but you see all the fun venues on the inside, and Jesus, what a few cool areas look like as well. So we've got some Indian rooms here. We also have like what fruit cabins would look like. It looks like our captain's so happy to see you. Here at the very front shows what the spa looks like on the outdoors, but you can actually, there's some stairs. You go up those stairs, takes you all the way, get 6 forward, and you can have your little details that you can see over here. So like here in the centre, a very strong example. We have got the ship model that was created by Philip Janot, that was the project manager at the shipyard in Papenburg, Germany. But you get to see some of the blueprints of ideas of where things were going to go. It's like any other ship. It's all incorporated with an idea, and seeing the layers upon layers built on. I loved especially being around the ship, like no attention at all, the fun, but I felt like Bob the Builder when I was on board. We were wearing hard hats, steel-toe shoes, walking around. We couldn't even go outside on deck 11 at one point. It was very incredible to see everything be brought to life, and then like this has been over a year since this has happened now, and getting to experience everyone just enjoying themselves and they're seeing the entirety of the ship being brought to life. It is definitely a huge bucket list thing for me. I didn't realise I needed. Opening a ship was one of my favourite things I have ever got to do, and it's something I would definitely do again as well. So I mentioned it was exterior details here, so like I said, you see the other side of the keel point as promised. You do see Voyager Mini here. On the opposite side cabinet, it's showing interior details right there as well. But I do honestly hope that throughout this last hour you've all learned some fun things today. Did we enjoy our tour today?
Yeah.
Hey guys, look at us.
Hey, look at us, everybody. We are, Shane, we're sailing by Cuba.
We're 8 miles away from the coast of Cuba right now.
And they told us that the captain came on and said we're going to get a glimpse of Guantanamo Bay. You don't get the opportunity to see that.
No.
We're not going to ever go
No,
to
thank you.
Guantanamo.
No,
I can't
thank
pronounce
you.
it. So yeah, it's been a lovely day. We just did, I got 2 rides on the Aquamouse, and let me tell you how you do that. They didn't want to do single rider today. I said, we have 3. They go, well, guess what? One of you gets to ride twice.
Oh, well, they do that in the parks.
So that is a hot tip. I just stayed on. Rob got off and Jack got on. So
All right, we did it too. And there was not a long
No,
wait.
there's no. Oh, you got
There
it.
was
It
no long wait.
You know what? Okay, here's one go to the Aquamouse when they open up the Hero Zone. I am convinced that
Yeah.
half of humanity is
Yeah,
inside right now.
that hero zone.
That sucked up a lot of people.
Awesome.
So they set up the Incredibles obstacle course, and it runs for about 3.5 hours today. So.
All right, just check out this view, guys. There's nothing better than the back end of a boat.
Oh yeah.
Besides us being at the back end of the boat.